Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the vlog, and welcome back to another perfect day in the beautiful state of Utah. Yes, this is actually the state of Utah. This is my first time ever in the state of Utah, and I'm sorry for that really cheesy intro. I'm currently on the move from Houston to Portland, Oregon. I'm actually moving up to Seattle, but staying in Portland for a little while. And we have a stop here. We are currently in Greenwater, Utah. I don't really know where this is because we're just following a map, but we stopped here and I posted a story and someone was like, hey, you should do the Stradman intro. So I decided to go for it. But guys, honestly, like, this may look really desolate and dry, and I'm currently in slides in the middle of all this, so I could be bitten by something highly venomous without me even realizing it, or out of nowhere. We'll see. But it actually honestly is beautiful out here. Like, I don't know how much you guys can see, but the scenery here is incredible. We've been driving, we drove about 7 hours today, and the first about 2 hours were really boring, and everything after that was incredible. We passed through this town called Moab, which is apparently a really famous town in Utah that when we got to the town, we're like, okay, why is this really famous? It's kind of boring on both sides. There's nothing really going on. And then we got further in, and it's incredible there. And one thing that was really awesome is there was literally more side-by-sides than any other car there. And so basically the people like taking the side-by-sides, going out to these hills and just riding them. And it's freaking incredible. Honestly, I've had such an incredible time on this trip. And I'm sorry that I haven't recorded anything thus far. I was thinking about doing it, but I wasn't really sure. I was kind of distancing myself from social media. I wanted to really just kind of focus on the trip. I hadn't seen my mom in a long time, and then also we're moving my cat, and I was a little bit worried about her, so really was kind of distancing myself. But we got to this hotel pretty early and thought it'd be a cool idea to at least make the intro out here. But really quickly, just take a look at some of this. I mean, this is absolutely incredible. It's so beautiful out here. It's currently about 100 degrees, but I'm so used to humidity, and there's no humidity here, that I feel incredible. I could literally be standing out here for a long time. I mean, I'm gonna fry. I probably have already sunburnt really badly, but this is literally Greenwater, Utah, right here. I'm sorry for the sun glare. But basically, there's no trees for forever. And then you get to these trees, and this is Greenwater. Now, we are staying in this hotel here, and we actually went into town a little further down to have dinner, and it was actually this really beautiful restaurant on Green River. I don't know what the river is called, but it was literally on the river, and it was really beautiful. So honestly, having a great time here in Utah, and then also on my trip. So I understand why he says the beautiful state of Utah, because this state, it really is beautiful. Everything that I've seen so far. I actually don't know where the Stradman lives in Utah. He might have said, I don't really care, because I'm not going to go visit him, but obviously he doesn't live here in Greenwater. But this is absolutely gorgeous, and if you ever get the chance to come visit, I highly recommend checking out Moab, because Moab was gorgeous. I really want to take a trip, stay in Moab, and just do a lot of the stuff. They have zip lining, they have helicopter rides, they have freaking skydiving, they have just, you can rent a side-by-side and go driving in the hills. I mean, it seems like there's so much to do, along with this being this beautiful of a state. So honestly, I really do like it here. I'm never gonna move here because the company that I work for doesn't have any locations here. But honestly, it's been fun, and we currently have 2 more days. So we are driving 7 hours tomorrow, and we're stopping in Idaho, and then we got 7 more hours, and then we'll be in Portland, where our final destination is. And then I'll be moving up to Seattle sometime in the next week or two, once all my stuff arrives there. And also, still no car, but we do have something kind of cool that might happen with the car. So stay tuned on that. I still haven't received confirmation about it, but if it happens, there's a potential guys, that we're doing bigger turbos on the GTR already. So stay tuned for that. I'm gonna wrap it up here, but I think I'm gonna add more to the video later on based on what more happens with the move and everything, and maybe I'll add something cool if I go to a meet while I'm in Portland. So just wanted to do the intro, long intro. Wanted to talk a little bit because I'm really enjoying myself out here, in case you guys couldn't tell. So yeah. All right, guys, so we made it to Oregon yesterday. We stopped in Idaho and then made the final 7-hour drive. So I got to record a little bit in Utah, in the Greenwater, Utah, which was really cool. That's what you guys saw. And then we stopped in Idaho. There really wasn't anything to show in Idaho. There was some cool stuff kind of before and after we stopped, but where we stopped was pretty boring. There wasn't really anything to show. It wasn't all that beautiful. Also, the sound in here I think is pretty terrible because it's really tall in here. But we got here. I'm currently staying at my parents' house. I'll be at my parents' house for the next like week and a half until my apartment opens up in Puyallup, as well as my stuff arrives in Puyallup. Because right now, even if I went up to my apartment, I would have literally nothing with me other than the clothes that I brought with me that I packed. So that would not be very fun. So I'm staying down here with my parents in this beautiful house for the next week or so. And what's really cool about that is my mom obviously has an Audi S6, so I've been able to drive that, which is nice, being able to drive a decently fast car again, even though it is about half the power of mine. That's okay. Still really quiet too. But I am looking to go to some car meets. So I did hear about a really cool car meet on Saturday that I'm really looking forward to going to, because, you know, it's always interesting going to car meets in new places. I'll be able to meet some new people. I'm gonna be able to see some people that I already met as well, which is pretty cool. And then I also get to network a decent amount. So I'm, you know, looking forward to doing all of that while I'm down here. Gonna try to go to at least a couple car meets. And then finally, around July 20th is when I start work up in Puyallup, up in Auburn technically. And so at that point, I'm gonna have to be up there. I'm gonna start going to car meets up there and hopefully get my car back soon. So also on that note, today I got the latest piece of news. So there's good news and there's bad news. The good news is that basically I should be getting my car before too terribly long. The final check, I believe what is the final check, came in today. The problem is because I'm now here, they have to overnight the check to me here so I can sign it. Oh, my kitty. And then I have to overnight it back. Do you want to be in the video? Hi. Yeah, this is Amber. She's been in the videos before, so. But I have to overnight the check back to them, which is another huge waste of time, but that's what I have to do for them to be able to deposit the check. Once they deposit the check, they should have all the money they need to order all the parts and get everything started, so that way my car can be repaired finally and then can be hopefully shipped out here, which the downside of that is shipping through the shop instead of who I was gonna go through is gonna cost me an extra $500, which sucks. So that's $500 that I lose just right there. There's nothing special about it. It's just the movers that I would have used would have been $500 cheaper. So that sucks. And then also on top of that, the bad news is that Progressive, my insurance, is not allowing for the $125 labor rate that this auto body shop is charging. Geico accepted it pretty damn quick. They're like, okay, $125 labor rate, that's fine. Go ahead and, you know, do it, that's totally cool. My insurance is being a bitch about it and basically saying like, no auto body shop charges that much. I don't know why they're charging that much. And they're like, oh, every Nissan dealership around would charge like $45 an hour for labor. And so they're basically, they're saying they're not going to pay that extra labor amount. So that means that, which, in case you didn't know, every shop would actually charge $125, but we're not able to convince them of that. So guess who's gonna be paying for that? Me. I'm gonna have to be paying the $80 hour per hour difference between what the shop is gonna charge, because that's literally the labor rate that they charge for those cars, that everybody charges for those cars. I think they actually might even be on the lower end. I think most dealerships and most auto body shops would actually charge closer to like $130 or $140. So I think it's actually a little bit low, but I'm gonna have to pay for it. So basically, I'm gonna end up having to pay for some of these repairs anyway, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Honestly, at this point, I'm fucking done. Like, I'm pissed off at Geico. I'm pissed off at my insurance Progressive, and I just want to get my goddamn car back. It's been too long. I'm without a car, so I'm literally like, earlier today I was actually at a Toyota dealership looking to buy a second car because I don't have a car right now. And when I get up to Washington, I need to be able to drive because I'm not working from home there. So basically, it's just caused a huge headache, caused a lot of issues, and so that's kind of where we're at. It's been a bad situation, and I just want to get it over with, get it done with, and move on, get my car back so I can finally have that thing back again, be able to drive it, and then, you know, kind of go from there. So yeah, I'm probably going to be out quite a bit of money from this, but it is what it is. There's literally nothing I can do about it. My insurance is just being a bitch about it. I can't do anything about it. So yeah, I'll let you guys know what car I end up buying if I end up having to buy a car. I actually just today test drove a 2014 Lancer with about 38,000 miles on it, and it's actually listed at a really good price. So it was listed at 6,800 bucks for a 2014 with 38,000 miles on it, like no accidents or anything. That's actually really good. So that sounds promising. I might end up getting that. It's a 5-speed manual transmission, which is fun. Decent looking car, nothing amazing, but you know, would be something that would hold me over while I wait for my car to finish being repaired and get good mileage in the process. So yeah, that's about it for this video, guys. I will be hopefully recording a video at the car meet. Once I get there, I'm gonna have to download editing software for this video and get things going, but that's about it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. Be sure to comment, rate, and subscribe, and as always, have a nice day.